For a moment, Trump is answering some questions from reporters.
Joe Biden, to make that statement, it's really a disgrace.
So why exactly is Donald Trump doing press conferences and rallies while wearing a garbage man getup? And more importantly, what is President Joe Biden doing during all of this? He's apparently biting babies. And that wasn't the only one, he bit another. The Daily Mail pointed out how he gave a third baby a nip in the toe, but then he just kept biting babies all night, as this is probably the most insane October surprise in all of history. I don't know what's crazier, the fact that Biden is out biting babies, or the fact that since this article was written he went out and bit more babies, or that the most accurate news about our baby-biting commander-in-chief is coming from a weird Asian dude in a Sasquatch suit on Halloween. We truly live in the strangest timeline, because the weirdest headline of today should have been about the billionaire that lost his job at McDonald's to become a garbage man, as this all started because Republicans invited an insult comic to one of their rallies who said this about Puerto Rico.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right.
So Biden responded with this.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Now his press secretary tried to deny it.
So just to clarify, he was not calling Trump supporters garbage, which is why he put out, this is why he wanted to make sure that we put out a statement that clarified what he meant.
Referencing this tweet from Biden's account, not actually from his mouth, saying he wasn't referencing Trump supporters, but just one Trump supporter, as the White House's official transcript also added that apostrophe, which this isn't the first time the White House has straight up changed a direct quote from this administration to hide their insane statements. So Trump responded to Biden's garbage remark by showing up to today's rally driving a garbage truck in his garbage man's uniform.
250 million Americans are not garbage.
Which just goes down as yet another epic election moment gifted to Donald Trump directly by the Democrats. And at this point, they just want the president to stop talking.
The president is in do no harm mode, stapling himself to the bench at the direction of the Harris campaign. Well, even from the White House, he may have done some pretty significant harm in the final week of the campaign.
He's the commander-in-chief, the man with the nuclear codes, so I'm more inclined to believe whatever comes out of his mouth more than what his staff tries to say he actually means. And if he wants to call me garbage, I believe him. He said much worse about me and my family having a winter of severe illness and death, so quite frankly, I don't care what he thinks. As the only person Biden's bothering with his nonsense is Kamala's campaign, but she needs to stop worrying about him and more about her own supporters who currently hate her.
And everyone has a right to be heard, but right now I am speaking. Look, everybody has a right to be heard, but right now I am speaking. As your president, I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions.
As that wasn't the first time she got heckled for war crimes by her own audience.
This future. And we understand the opportunity we have before us to turn the page on the fear
as Kamala even got booed in a black church.
We carry.
It went so badly, she even brought out a new accent I call Martine Luther Cream.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. The path may seem hard, the work may seem heavy, but joy cometh in the morning.
So after calling Trump exhausted in every city she visits, she genuinely looks ready to quit. So right now we have 1 week until the election, and the only thing scarier than trick-or-treating at the house that puts out pho is the idea that in these early voting numbers, there are still states that are swinging for another 4 years of the party that looks the other way while their leader casually bites babies. So make sure you go out there and vote, and maybe next Halloween we can return to wholesome scenes like this. So if you appreciate my concise, Sasquatch-style commentary on the tragic status of today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on how a Kamala supporter ended up screaming at a baby all over a fake Beyonce concert.